The Frankly Speaking Roof Cam brought to you by Boss Security in Horseheads. Contact them today for all your business and home security needs. Welcome back to Frankly Speaking here on WYDC TV Big Fox. I'm your host, Frank Acomb, and we are broadcasting from the Hesselson studio. And joining me in the studio this morning is some of the cast of Something Rotten Jr., which opens tonight. Hey, thanks for being on the program, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
So this is opening night. Are you nervous?
A little.
Yeah?
Excited, but
Kind of.
nervous.
Do you think you're ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you're not at this point, it's too late, right?
Yes. Yes, probably, maybe not.
Right, exactly. So I thought that was a bad way to start the interview because I should have you each introduce yourselves, if you don't mind.
I'm Charlie Veely.
I am Jack Bronfenbrenner.
And I am Keith Huff.
And what characters do you play in Something Rotten Jr.?
I'm B Bottom.
Okay.
I am Nigel Bottom.
And I am Nick Bottom.
Okay. All right. So I don't know a lot about Something Rotten Jr. So would one of you mind telling me what, not necessarily the plot, but what it's like for someone that's not familiar with it, like myself?
So basically, there's this family, the Bottom family, and there are these two brothers, Nick and Nigel Bottom, the main
Yes.
characters. And
We're trying to
basically-
make a show. We're trying to.
yes.
Oh, so it's a
Competing with
play like in a
Shakespeare.
play.
This
Yeah.
is we're in the Renaissance period, and
Oh.
we're trying to outwit Shakespeare. Is what
Oh,
we're trying to do.
okay.
Yeah, and like he's super jealous of Shakespeare, and I'm super in love with Shakespeare.
Okay.
Because, like,
He's a poet.
and
I just want to
didn't
make
even
money.
know.
Is
Oh,
really what
interesting.
we're trying to do.
No, he just
And then
wants
she's
to,
along for the ride.
No,
I'm just what I'm trying to be his right hand man.
Oh, okay.
maybe all right.
Yeah, I don't want you to give too much away. So, as I mentioned, tonight is the opening performance. How much work goes into this play, Something Rotten Jr.?
A lot of work.
A lot of work?
A lot of work.
It's
A lot of long.
It's not a lot of work like Hollywood, but it's like a lot of work.
Yeah. When
A
did
lot
you?
of long nights.
When did you start? Like, not ballpark. When did you start your first practice?
Like October.
when was that?
Like October.
End of October. Maybe?
Oh my
It
goodness,
was like
that's a commitment.
I don't know
Because
I have like I don't even like know.
our stage
a
got
month.
they're redoing our stage, so
Okay.
we have to do the stage or the musical at the high school. And since the high school musical is going to be going on next month, we have to do ours earlier.
Okay.
So we had to start a little bit earlier and go a little bit quicker throughout things.
Are you excited to play at the high school theater? Because I know I went to your school, but when it was West High School, so I know that's a beautiful theater too. But that's a pretty nice theater over at Corning.
It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Yeah, our current theater's getting renovated. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you know that though.
Yeah, yeah. So as you prepare and opening night tonight, as I mentioned, what has practice been like for the last few days? Is it nerve-wracking? Are you all kind of coming together, bonding, preparing?
It's been pretty long.
I would
but
say-
it's really fun.
We basically just been running the show.
Okay.
And like
Yeah,
fixing
and
those little bits.
We get faster and faster at running the show since we had to stop a lot with the musical instruments coming in and playing for us.
We're basically just polishing it at this point. Like,
Pretty much.
It's
Okay.
Just
pretty,
making sure that it's pretty perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times do you think you've performed the play from beginning to end, if you had to guess?
5?
3.
3?
Well, like 3 from beginning to end.
Okay.
But we've done the first act, the
No
second
stops.
act, the first act, the second act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably like 3 or.
3 or 4, yeah.
So and this is a question for each individual one. Why did you try out in the first place? Let's start there. We'll go to the opposite side.
My family is pretty into musical theater.
Okay.
And I did it in 6th grade, and I loved it. Did it in 7th grade, and I loved it, and I just decided to come back.
Yeah.
I just think it's so cool that to perform like I don't know. I don't really know. I just did it.
Okay.
Because,
That's
like-
fair.
I've loved Something Rotten since I was really little, and I've always liked the character, and I also just love performing and acting for musical theater. I think it's really fun.
Okay. Let me ask you then, you asked a question I didn't have on my sheet. When you said you've always loved Something Rotten Jr., is this, my ignorance here, is it a movie? Or have you seen it live in performance
I
before?
have not seen it live, but
Okay.
the original Broadway version is on Spotify, and when I was little, I listened to it. It's not the most appropriate though. So
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't that little, but I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
I don't really care.
Okay. Now,
Ours is appropriate.
yeah, of course, yours
ours
is,
is
that
appropriate.
goes without saying. I knew that yours
Ours
would
is
be
the junior, yes.
yes, so I totally understand. What I heard in my research, my extensive research, is that it's a wacky cast of over-the-top characters, and you've kind of described that already. So how do you prepare to be a wacky, over-the-top character?
It comes with the as we
It just comes with the acting, basically.
yeah
Okay.
Like,
as
the script, like, you just feel obliged to be a wacky character.
Okay.
the more you speak, the more you go through it. Kind of like what he said, it kind of just comes along with the show until at the very end, it's just you're all of a sudden you're that character.
But like when you like first get the script to like notes, and then at the end, you know, it just kind of comes along.
Sure.
Jack is no more, only Nigel Bottom.
So okay, so you're good. You know the lines. How big? I know you're 3 of the cast. How big is the cast?
Like,
It's pretty big.
yeah.
40, 50?
Oh my goodness.
60.
60?
probably.
Okay, 60.
I
Do I hear
totally
70?
didn't just
How do you prepare for what I understand is kind of larger song and dance numbers?
We put a lot of like long nights and a lot of time on them.
Like,
Practice.
they don't really feel that long once you're doing them.
Yeah.
Practice. Practice.
Like, when I first heard
Repetition.
the song a musical, like, I thought it was so long, but it's really not that long.
Like, after you get into dance and you
Like-
start singing, it just time flies.
It just goes really fast.
What's more difficult, the choreography or the acting itself?
I would
I feel like
say
it could go either or.
Yeah.
yeah, if the
don't
choreography
know.
is more difficult in one song, if it's a faster tempo, it's going to
Yeah,
be more
it
difficult.
pretty much just
Yeah.
depends.
But
What's it like behind the scenes with a cast that large?
chaos.
Yeah, just chaos.
It's
Just a
chaos.
lot of chaos.
People just trying to switch around sides.
Yeah, we have to switch sides with which we have to enter. It's people looking at scripts to know when what line they're supposed to say when they come on stage.
Yeah.
But
And I know this has come up in past interviews that I've had with people putting on performances. One thing that is kind of overlooked sometimes, but how important it is for the people behind the scenes that aren't doing the acting and how much work they put into it too.
Without them, we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, right.
Without them, we
we
wouldn't have a show.
with all of the lighting, and they put that together really fast. We had 2 days left before, so this was 2 days ago. We didn't have any lighting, and all of a sudden they just
Magically
managed to
appeared.
put together. Yeah.
Oh wow.
They work very hard.
So every day there's almost something new when you practice. Would you say that?
Just putting one thing on top of another.
Now you had mentioned why you got involved and you all seem to enjoy acting. So this is kind of a question that I think I know the answer to. Will you be doing more plays and musicals in the future?
Yes,
Yeah.
Definitely.
The next one you can do.
I hope so.
Yeah. So before we go, what do you want people to know about the play that aren't familiar with Something Rotten Jr.?
It's a comedy. I feel like people don't come to musicals if they don't know about them. And what we want to kind of take away, or what I really want to take away, is that it's really funny.
Yeah.
It references a whole lot of other plays that like
Especially
some I know,
musicals.
some I don't know. Like,
But the people who are, musical.
and also what he said, it's a comedy, and like it uses those things to comedic effect.
Yeah. So anything you'd like to say before we go?
Come see something on
That's what I was,
Yeah.
I was
Come see
hoping.
Something Wrong, January 23rd through the 26th,
And
please.
that's right. So it's tonight through the 25th at 7 p.m. and then the 26th at 2 p.m. Something Rotten Junior. You can get your tickets online. I'll put that up on the screen here in just a moment. Thanks so much for being on the show, and best of luck with everything. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right. We'll be right back with Frankly Speaking. Stay with us.